Hi everybody, welcome to another Design with Jo video. I'm Joanne Rogers, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. In today's Jo Tips video, I want to show you just what you need to get started heat embossing on your rubber stamped cards. You really don't need that much stuff. What you do need, however, are some key elements. And the first one is cardstock. So it needs to be something a little bit heavier weight than just your bond paper. So construction paper will work, but it almost has a little bit too porous of a surface. So it's a little bit too soft. So you want something that has a little bit more weight to it. This is just Stampin' Up's Whisper White, which is a sturdy enough, but colors work equally as well. The next thing you need is a stamp pad that actually has a little bit of moisture in it to be able to adhere your embossing powder to. So one of the great ones that's out there is called Versamark pad, and it's a clear, almost a gel-like kind of stamp pad. And what it will do is that you can stamp with it and it stays wet a little bit longer than a classic or a dye-based stamp pad it will. And so it allows you to sprinkle on embossing powder and it will stick to it. So that's the second thing. The next thing you need is a stamp. So any kind of stamp will work. You can use, this is called an open line stamp, but you can also use a solid image stamp. So you need a stamp. And then you need embossing powder. So embossing powder generally come in little containers like this, and this will last you a long, long time. So embossing powder is actually little tiny pieces of plastic, very, very, very small. And what you do is you take it and you actually sprinkle it on top of your stamped image, and then you heat it up. And then what you need is some kind of heat source. So this is the heat tool that I use, and it comes from Stampin' Up. There are lots of different models on the market, but what I like about this one is that it has two heat settings. And so what you're going to do is you're going to sprinkle on your embossing powder on top of the Versamark. You're going to shake it off a little bit, and you're going to heat it up with this tool. And that's really all you need for heat embossing. There are a couple other elements that once you get started, you might want to play with, but for now, that's all you really need. So if you have a question about paper crafting and you'd like to have it answered, be sure to drop me an email at jo@designwithjo.ca. And if you're not yet on my email list, pop on over to www.designwithjo.ca and sign up. I send weekly emails full of tips and tricks, inspiration, lots of different card ideas, and what the latest news is in the paper crafting world. I would love to have you join in. So again, thanks very much, and I hope you have a great paper crafting day. Bye-bye.